For those of you out there who grew up with an older sister or two, you may have been subject to the following televisual crimes: Heartbreak High, Beverly Hills 90210, Sister Sister, or today's topic of interest, the why copy someone else's homework when I can just copy my own cesspit that is California Dreams, from the creator of the much more popular Saved by the Bell. Now, it wasn't exclusively designed for girls, of course. Having a Saved by the Bell set by the beach meant that you ended up having loads of lasses in bikinis knocking about on set, and that was often good enough for any cusping manhood. And who could forget the playground arguments of which one you fancied most? Kelly Packard, Heidi Noel Lenhart, or William James Jones? There was, of course, always that one guy who could become a hat stand for Gail Ramsey, but we're not here to discuss their worrying tastes in women. We're here to discuss the musical talents of the excellently named Brentcore. The formula for California Dreams is an exceptionally simple one. Take Saved by the Bell. This being episode 1, we're introduced to our two lead characters and their exceptionally middle-class life. One where dad has a job that can support a wife and 3 kids, but still also provides him the time to lounge around at breakfast reading the paper. As well as dad, we're introduced to mum and girl and canned laughter.
Oh no, it says here that more Americans are saving money.
Everybody but you would consider that a good thing.
No, don't you get it? If they save it, they don't spend it. And if they don't spend it, they're not going to go to college. And then college teachers like Dad will be out of work, which means I'll be homeless. Morning!
And let's not forget incredibly annoying comic relief younger sibling.
Excuse me, I was reading that.
But Dad, I thought you wanted me to take an interest in reading. Oh well, I guess I'll just become a terrorist.
Ah, pre-9/11 banter. Good stuff. There's still one more member of the family to meet, and that's Brentcore. He's not called that in the show, obviously, but I can't be bothered to learn their actual names yet. The only character whose name I have learned is Sly, because he's the resident sex pest, and it's always good to keep track of them.
Hey, Jenny, what do you say you and I take a romantic little jaunt up the coast and
Speaking of keeping track of things, let's rewind this scene and keep your eyes on this sneaky character who's apparently very important. So presumably that was product placement. I'm not particularly familiar with American brands from the early 90s, but why does it look like a prop? I've scoured the internet looking for any Honey Nut cereal from America in the 90s, and I can't find a single one that looks like this. Were they just practicing their product placement and this was a demo reel for it? Or was this cereal so unpopular, not only was it the only one willing to appear on California Dreams alongside that classic product, Milk, it also appears to have been wiped off the internet for good. Who knows? Moving on, Sly tries to convince Brentcore that he should be the manager of his band, because they have a band. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but don't worry, it's what literally every episode is about, so you'll pick up on it soon enough.
For the 10 millionth time, Sly, we don't need a manager.
Of course you do. Who put the E in Bowie? A manager. Who put the U in U2? A manager. And who put the in Guns N' Roses? A manager.
And who put the up in Shut Up?
Time to meet a new cast member.
I need the extra cash. There's a major deficit in my dating budget.
Well, I'm glad you're here, because we have to talk about some vital band biz.
Yeah, but hold that thought, huh? Excuse me, Vanessa. Now, I'm gonna have to place you under citizen's arrest because your looks kill her.
Tony, you're too much.
Oh, I love being me.
Cool, so we've got 2 Lech characters on the go. That should be fun. This one is fine, though, because it appears every woman is attracted to him, whereas Sly is abhorrent to all women probably because he wears a cowskin waistcoat. Anyway, hold your sides. Here comes a joke.
Never, ever call me Sylvester.
You got it. Sylvester.
Tiffany!
Here's the final member of the band. She also seems to be dealing with men staring at her a lot.
But every time I line up to catch a good wave, suddenly there's 20 guys around me. I don't get it. It's such a big ocean.
Thank goodness Brent Core doesn't seem to just spend all day ogling women like every other guy on the show.
Randy Joe, she is so beautiful.
Christ, this is fast becoming California wet dreams. Hormones all over the shop. Although he is lusting after a girl called Randy Joe, so we can't really blame him.
Hi, you're Matt Garrison, right?
Yes,
Hey, I'm Randy Joe Manning. I hear you have a band.
Yeah, they're the California Dreams.
Can I listen to you guys play sometime?
yeah, we practice every day.
Great, can I come by today?
Sure, 2 o'clock at yes,
128 Ocean Drive.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't stop. The tide's rising. Surf's up. They're breaking outside.
You've got to love how perfect this garage band sounds. Perfectly mixed, beautifully harmonised, levels all set to where they need to be. This is absolutely not what this would sound like. This is what this would sound like.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can't stop. The tide's rising. Surf's up. They're breaking outside. From the lights up to the midnight sun. We're gonna ride, ride, ride.
I'm having my Sweet 16 party at my parents' yacht club on Friday. Is there any way you guys can play?
You mean like a gig?
Yeah.
But they don't play for less than $250.
$250? Okay, I'll call you later.
Bye. We got a job!
The guys are very excited about getting their first gig, and the Brent Core twins run home to tell Mum and Dad about their great news. Only, dun dun dun, Dad's thrown a spanner in the works.
Now, you've been kidding me for a long time, but I finally did it. There's no backing out now. I bought us tickets to the Grand Canyon.
Now they're in a quandary because Dad wants to take the family to look at a big hole in the ground, but the band has their first gig, and they're being paid $250 for it. That's enough for a down payment on a house in the 90s. They need to come up with a plan, and plan A is to ask Randy Rachel to move the party.
Should move a party to next weekend.
That's it.
That is a great idea. You've got to call her right now.
Oh, actually, I'll ask her tomorrow night. We sort of have a date.
Matt, I'm proud of you.
How was your date? She wouldn't move the party, right?
Wait, you went out on a date dressed like that? He looks like a fucking Mormon. Anyway, Brent Core didn't ask Randy Rumpole to move the party because he had a lob on the entire time. So now they're going to have to confront Dad about the whole boring situation. And it's been left in Brent's lap once again because no one else has a fucking backbone.
Right before you came home last night, we got hired to play our first gig.
Hey, that's great. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I wanted to, but you were so jazzed about the Grand Canyon.
Oh, you should have told me. Now we both have great news.
Not really. The gig's this Friday night.
Well, how can it be this Friday night? We're going to be at the Grand Canyon.
Jesus, Dad, you always this slow. Despite his brain ticking over like a slow Loris, Dad actually isn't all that bothered about the fact he just wasted a shit ton of money booking tickets to go and look at a big crack in the floor. And Brent just can't handle not being punished.
I understand. Obviously, it wasn't a good time.
Really? You mean you're not mad?
No, I should have asked if you had plans. It's my fault.
No, it's not. It's our fault. Come on, Dad, get mad. Please.
No, it's okay. I guess we just won't go. Congratulations on the gig.
I can't believe you guys aren't playing at Randy Joe's party.
Okay, so off camera, Brent and his sister decided they are going to the Grand Canyon because God forbid this episode just be over with. Thankfully, Sly has a plan to trick an Indian family into believing that Brent is actually Van Halen.
Well, get your cameras ready, because I'd like to introduce you and your family to the one, the only Van Halen. Come on.
I'm not sure why the other three are there. I don't remember Van Halen having two girls and a Rasta in it. Surely they're ruining the illusion by just being there. Also, If you're unclear what Plan B actually is, Sly has convinced an Indian family to swap their plane tickets in order to meet Van Halen. What are the chances that he found an Indian family who loves Van Halen, who just so happened to be in a position to swap plane tickets? Amazingly, it worked, and California Dreams gets to play their first gig.
Hey, all right, you guys are the best audience we've ever played for.
They're the only audience you've played for.
And we'll be right back.
Oh, what a rush, man!
I know. They were clapping for us. I got chills. You guys are hot. You made my party.
Hey, thanks. We're having a blast.
Oh, this is my friend Dawn. She's having her Sweet 16 next month. Maybe she'll want the California Dreams to play.
Like, I want it to be a bodacious shindig. So, it's gonna be on the beach? Like a surfing Sweet 16.
I'll take this one, bro, huh? So, sweet thing, when's this beach blanket bingo Frankie and Annette happening?
What the fuck was that gonna be?
Hey, all right.
Looking good, Dad.
You're wonderful.
I'm proud of you guys.
Now be honest with him, Brent. Tell him you conned an Indian family. See how proud he is then. To round out episode 1, the band sing the full version of the theme tune we all know and love.
With attitudes, kind of groove, back moves, above and below. Good vibration. Give it up. One. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up if I'm dreaming. A dream. Just let me lay here in the. My dream is done. Noise and confusion.
Next episode. Episode 2, and now that every cast member has been introduced, we can jump straight into the action. What hot topic are we on today?
I'm getting an earring.
Oh, well, hopefully that's just a B plot.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Angela.
Well, nice talking to you, Matt.
Bye, Angela.
Ah, Americans and their inability to cast anyone other than a conventionally attractive girl as the ugly one, or the nerdy one, or the one you're specifically supposed to think isn't attractive. In order to do that, just slap on some thick-rimmed glasses, tie up your hair, and wear clothes that literally no one else is wearing, and hey presto, nobody is fooled.
We have nothing in common. I'm a rocker. She's president of the Classical Music Society.
It's a real Romeo and Juliet situation.
Oh, man, check this out. PCH's Battle of the Bands is next weekend. Hey.
Hold on. Let's not get our hopes up. We're just gonna lose to Bradley and the Billionaires again.
Oh, yeah. Last year, those rich snobs made us feel like a bunch of low-down, no-talent, don't-quit-the-day-job fools.
Didn't you guys hear? Bradley's family moved.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, Matt, you must be relieved.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on. Bradley Livingston has beaten you at everything your whole life.
That's not true. I beat him in the spelling bee in the 3rd grade.
No, you didn't. You misspelled potato.
Potato. So, Battle of the Bands, that's the A plot. We finally got there, but we need a conflict. It can't just be Battle of the Bands. Come on, Dad. Where are those Mount Rushmore tickets we need? Really add some spice to this story. What genre of music do California Dreams even play? It's sort of middle-of-the-road Sunday lounge music that would excite no one. Anyway, time for the villain of the piece.
Don't you guys know there's a law against noise pollution? Huh?
Bradley? What are you doing here? I thought you moved.
Oh, we did. To a bigger mansion across town.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
While I'm not particularly impressed that the A plot of this episode is literally just going to be the A plot with no twists, the audience is well into it.
That's it, Bradley. Get out of my house. See you, loser.
What's with all these instrumental bands at the Battle of the Bands? Oh, maybe because they haven't plugged the mic in.
I can't stand this. Why do we have to wait until tomorrow for the results?
So, for some reason, they have to wait 24 hours for the results of the Battle of the Bands, which I refuse to accept as a thing that happens. Why does it take so long to judge? Finally, though, here's the plot twist, and here's how it folds into Nerdy Girl.
Who cares how you found out? Who won?
Nobody.
What?
We tied with the Billionaires. We have a runoff this Friday night.
Forget it, we're sunk.
Hey, not so fast. Here's the deal. Dirk Nelson, the football captain, voted for them, and Susie Scarpelli, our luscious student body president, voted for us.
That means Angela's the deciding vote.
Exactly, and that's where your brother Matty Boy comes in. All he's got to do is date the girl. She's crazy about you.
Back to the B plot.
The thought of that gun made me queasy.
Gun? What gun?
Well, they have a gun that shoots a needle through your earlobe, and it's not supposed to hurt, but mine stung like a bee. No, more like a wasp. No, like a scorpion.
My folks rented out Disneyland for a victory party. Why don't you come? We need someone to dress as Goofy.
To be fair, Brent, wearing your short-sleeve t-shirt with a high-waist jean and belt combo just leaves you wide open to this sort of criticism. This light bit of smack talk instantly turned Brent Cole's morals inside out, and now he is going to ask out the clumsy girl in order to skew the results of the Battle of the Bands.
Angela,
Thanks, Matt. Well, no. No, I'm not.
good, because,
I'd love to.
Something B-plot happens that no one cares about, and then we go straight to that scene where the doofy girl now looks hot, which has confused Brent Cole's penis to levels he's never felt before.
you don't look like you normally look. You look nice.
I put in contacts and I let my hair down. Now, if I could just keep myself from doing something klutzy.
It's all right, it's just a little water.
Oh, it's terrible. See, this always happens. It's why I don't get dates. Might as well just take me home before I accidentally stab you with my butter knife. Ow.
Relax and let's talk.
Right. Let's just talk.
Look, I don't think this is gonna work. We're obviously two different people.
Yes, you've had plenty of time to work that out in the past 2 minutes of no discussion.
Don't get me wrong, Angela, you're a very nice person, but let's face it, you're classical, I'm rock and roll.
You're not rock and roll, Brent. You're Lighthouse Family at best.
I love the Beatles.
You do?
Sure, why wouldn't I? I like all kinds of music. In fact, last Saturday, I was at the U2 concert.
So was I. Third row center. I was so close Bono sweat on it.
Oh, dude, cool. Do you have their new album?
Of course, but what I really like is their early stuff.
Yeah, like Sunday, Bloody Sunday. What a political statement.
Well, colour me Catholic. I didn't expect this topic of discussion. I'd love to explore that more, but unfortunately, the Brent Core has returned from his date.
And here he is now, safe and sound. How goes the scam?
Well, let's put it this way. We don't have to rehearse anymore.
Yes! It worked! We won, they lost, poor Brad, too bad, ha ha!
Hold it, Sly. You don't understand. We don't have to rehearse because there's no way we can win.
What are you talking about?
I like Angela. I'm gonna tell her the truth.
If the Battle of the Bands was that important, surely it'd be a conflict of interest for the judge to be dating someone in the competition in the first place. Also, what has happened to the passage of time? How many dates are these two going to go on in the span of 24 hours?
Okay, Angela, here it is straight. I pretended to like you so you would vote for us. Look, I'm sorry, but the thing is I'm not pretending anymore. I really do like you.
Now that I've realised you're attractive and you know who the Beatles are, I've decided that conning you isn't okay. Brent Core only cons ugly birds and you're fit as fuck. Surprisingly, this line of dialogue didn't work for him. Skipping over the B plot, which goes absolutely nowhere, we're back to the Battle of the Bands, which is still going, so I guess this is the finale. They probably explained all of this already, but I was very invested in the ear piercing.
1, 4, 3, 1.
Everybody needs a hand to hold.
Pick you up when you fall.
Everybody needs a hand to hold.
Pick you up, pick you, pick you, pick you, pick.
Everybody needs a
Pick you up.
Thank you, California Dreams. The judges will have a decision in a minute.
Good luck. Luck has nothing to do with it, Garrison. We're just better.
You know what? Even though you may win all the time, you'll always be a loser.
Weak ass put down. Smack that bitch up sideways. Skip to the end. California Dreams won, and Dowdy Danielle reveals she voted for them because they were the best. Because she has integrity. Brent Core, you scumbag.
How about joining us for a little victory party?
Matt, you don't have to do this. You won. You don't have to pretend you like me anymore.
I'm not pretending.
Why should I believe you?
Because only a guy who likes you would go out of his way to get these.
Tickets to Beethoven?
So what do you say?
I say yes. Definitely yes.
Well, she still goes out with him because of course she does. Also, both of these doors would open the same way. Look, it even says push on the door itself, which leads me to believe the door was being jammed by Brent Core himself in order to gaslight this girl into thinking she's a clumsy oaf, therefore making her rely on him for affection going forward, at which point he'll dump her between episodes and we will literally never see her again. I don't trust you, Brent Core. Next episode. It's episode 3 and Tony is showing us how good he is at everything while Brent Core wanks him off about it.
You got a great voice.
Because I'm the best of the best. You know I'm better than good. I'm the freshest of the fresh coming out of the hood.
Enough of that, blonde girl has a secret admirer who sent her flowers, so that's the B plot sorted, and Sly has got the band a gig at this cafe they seem to spend their whole time sat in.
I have just convinced Sharky to let's play here this Saturday night.
How much do we have to pay him?
Nothing, he's paying us.
No, man, I'm not talking burritos. I'm talking money. I'm talking simoleons, wampum, do-re-mi.
Try 150 smackaroonies.
Hey, Tony, now that we got this gig, it's a great chance to do your song.
Oh, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'll check you guys later. I got to tell somebody good news.
Who, Jasmine?
No, my dad.
Oh god, is this going to be a sad family episode that turns out okay in the end? What do we reckon? Is the dad not supportive?
Yo, Dad! Dad!
Hey, Tony! Did you see that game? We killed them.
Oh, you not only killed them, man. You buried them, dug them up, and killed them again. You're a great coach, Dad.
Well, it's a team effort. But, yeah, you're right. I am good.
You want to see me, Coach?
Oh, Dirk, great screen pass you threw today.
Actually, that one slipped. It was supposed to be a bomb.
Oh, well, then go do 20 laps. Yeah, so what's up, son?
We got a gig at Sharky's on Saturday night. I'm doing a solo.
Hey, that's great. Good for you.
Got it in one. If you know your dad isn't supportive, then why rush home to go and tell him about the thing you know he's not going to be supportive of? That'd be like running home to tell your vegan parents you've just eaten the neighbour's cat and expecting them to clap. Tony, you're a fucking idiot. No wonder your dad hates you. Besides which, I'm sure he'll come round by the end of this episode. They always do.
Tiffany, looks like your secret admirer strikes again. This time, Candy.
Do these giant heart-shaped boxes of chocolates actually exist? I've only ever seen them in American sitcoms and cartoons. Anyway, enough of this shite. Time for the conflict of the piece to erupt.
Tony, what's wrong?
Wrong, nothing. Why?
Oh, come on. I can always tell when you're upset because you do that cute little bunny thing with your nose.
All right, here's the deal. My hard-headed pigskin for brains old man thinks I'm a life-wasting heads in the clouds chump. So what am I supposed to do?
Do? I don't even know what you said.
My father thinks the band's a big waste of time and that I should join the football team.
What? How could you do that? Between your job at Sharky's, homework, and football practice, you wouldn't have time for the band.
Time to ditch your homework.
But Tony, you love music.
Yeah, but I want my dad to dig what I do.
Say that again?
Yeah, but I want my dad to dig what I do.
Okay, one more time.
Dad to dig what I, 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 dad to dig what I do. 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 Dad to dig what I do.
Yeah, you think our dad likes this? He's always telling us to knock off that racket.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, gang. Your mom just told me about you playing at Sharky's. I think that's great.
Dad, don't you want to tell us to knock off the racket?
No way. I love your music.
That's how you know you're a cool hit band, when your dad loves your music. Anyway, Tony's decided he's quitting now because Dad is being nice, and he's also wearing a crop top, and I'm starting to think this episode is a thinly veiled coming out as homosexual episode.
Oh, I get it. You can have gorgeous groupies all over you, or you can roll around in the mud with Butch, Bruno, and Bubba. Makes sense to me.
If you guys had seen the look on my dad's face when I told him I wanted to
have sex with men.
Hey!
My straight son.
I'll check you guys later. Me and my pop's gonna
look at pictures of girls.
Hey, Tony. Great
Heterosexuality.
Yeah, I forgot how much I love
the ladies.
Yeah, and it really showed out there. You really impressed Butch, Bruno, and Bubba.
Back to the B plot, it turns out Dennis, this kid, has been using Dad's credit card to buy the romantic gifts for Blonde Girl. Who cares? Tony and Brentcourt are getting in a big fight.
Me and my dad are getting along better than ever.
How could things be better with your dad, Tony, if you're not being honest with him? You're acting like an idiot. Your dad's not proud of you.
Hey, you forget about practice, huh? And take it easy for a while. You'll probably have to miss the next game.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Dad.
There's nothing to be sorry for. You gave your all out there, and I'm proud of you.
I'm very happy about my non-gay straight son who isn't gay. And nothing will ever change my straight non-gay mind about that.
It's that time in the episode where one of Sly's crazy plans occurs, and this time we have a hilarious new drummer.
Nah, he's a little nuts from playing drums with his head. Isn't that right, Sheldon?
Why'd you call me Sheldon?
Because that's your name.
Oh, all right.
Antoine, allow me to introduce you to Sheldon Greenblatt. He's our new drummer. Sheldon, that's Tony. He used to be our drummer.
Oh, okay.
Where are you going?
You said he's the drummer.
Oh, man, I said he used to be the drummer.
Oh, okay.
I hate this guy so much.
You can't replace me with this ratty-haired, heavy metal oatmeal brain.
He's right fucking there.
He was the best we could find on short notice.
He's right fucking there.
Hey, you can't play that without me. That's my song.
We have no choice. The gig's Saturday. Sheldon, kick it off with that drum intro. Tony, there's nothing wrong with your arm.
It's time to stop lying.
Hey! This might give it all you got, no pain, no gain.
Straight son.
Are we hitting the movies or what?
Yeah, we are. But before we go, I need to talk to you about something.
Sure thing. Hi.
Yeah, okay. I want...
Oh, wait. This isn't about the birds and the bees, is it?
Got it in one, Dad.
Oh. No, I'm down on that one. Trust me, Dad.
Cool.
Look, I want to talk to you because I think I'm gonna have to...
Stop sexing girls.
What are you talking about? A sprained elbow's nothing. You'll be back out there in no time.
No, I'm not quitting because I want to. I'm quitting because I have to. I'm not really...
Your straight son.
You lied to me.
It's time for me to do what I want, whether you're proud of me or not.
Well, fine. And go do it in your room.
Okay, I think we can all agree that the message is be gay, be happy, and don't play football because it's fucking boring. Regardless, we're coming up to the end of the episode, so it's time to resolve the A and the B plot as quickly as possible.
It's very common for males your age to become fixated on older members of the opposite sex. What you have to understand is that there are no common interests between our two peer groups. What? Look, I know you're my secret admirer, and you're a great kid, Dennis, but it just wouldn't work. What? I'm too old for you. Do you understand? What? Can I ask you another favor? Sure.
Let's do it.
With my own two eyes, ain't no consolation for your ego when a love affair dies. She gives back the keys to your heart, and then you spend the night where the memories end.
Okay, firstly, this is possibly the worst song I've heard, but also these lyrics. This is 1,000,000% an episode about Tony struggling with his gay identity. I refuse to accept any other analysis. It's the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Every time I see the girl, I'll just break down and cry.
Very
homosexual
son there, Darren. Yeah, I guess I do. Yes, you do.
Excuse me, guys. What are you doing here, Dad?
I came to say that I was out of line. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
No, it's not. I had no right to tell you what to do with your life. I just didn't want you to make the wrong choice. And from the looks of it, you haven't.
Well, I, for one, am glad we can all accept Gay Tony into our gay lives as the gay Tony that he is, or at least just for this one episode, because I'm pretty confident we'll be back to being not gay in the next episode. That's just how these shows work.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Tony.
Yo, Matt, you flying solo? Where's Randy Joe?
Nah, she's busy with her sister Debbie's wedding.
Wait, he's back with Randy Joe? I knew I shouldn't have trusted you, Brent Craw.
Yeah, Debbie's nice, but she's so stressed with the wedding, she's got Randy Joe completely wigged out.
Yeah, that seems to be the plot of this episode. Randy Joe's sister's wedding, and then just to add a dash of excitement, the band girls have bought some rollerblades. This one's going to be a worldie. I can feel it in my bones.
Listen, I'm going on a fishing trip, and I'm going to leave you here in charge. Handle things smoothly, and we'll talk promotion. And, a raise.
Wait, a C plot? Who wrote this episode? Todd Solondz.
So, Tony, are you excited? Tonight's the night Sharky's leaving and you're taking over.
Antonius! I see opportunity here. I see money and babes, music and babes, babes and babes.
And I see you getting me into trouble, so forget it, Sly.
Oh, Matt, horrible. Last minute, Debbie, Paul.
Randy Joe is just the worst person. You should have stuck with the nerd, Brent Core. You chose badly, and I hope you suffer for it. Anyway, here's the thing.
Yo, Sylvester, it's because of weird stuff like this that you don't get dates.
Aloha! A luau! We hold the big Hawaiian luau at Sharky's.
So, first day of looking after a business for someone, you decide to make the executive decision of completely replacing the theme of the establishment with absolutely no experience in doing so, and using the owner's money to do it. Why are these guys not the villains of the show?
Hey, Tony, I've got great news. The band for Randy Joe's sister's wedding canceled, and I convinced him to hire the Dreams.
All right, man. And check it out, I got us a gig too. The Dreams are hosting a big luau right here on Sharky Island this Saturday night.
Wait, this Saturday night? But the wedding's this Saturday night.
Are they really going to do a double booking episode, just 3 episodes after the previous double booking episode? And to top it off, featuring the same love interest as that episode? Have we already got caught in a perpetual time loop?
Debbie, Paul, you know Matt, and this is Sly, the Dreams manager.
Hey, I'm really glad the Dreams are playing, especially since the band Debbie booked canceled.
Okay, blame me. It's my fault. Everything's my fault.
It's nobody's fault, guys.
This wedding's going to go perfectly. And also, who doesn't want a local amateur band of 16-year-olds who you've never previously heard before playing at the most important day of your life, signifying your lifelong commitment to each other while listening to this?
I know I'm gonna have to go outside.
The wedding will go perfectly. Meanwhile, the boss has caught wind of Tony's plan to turn the... Is it a cafe or a bar? I'm guessing it's a cafe or a diner. Is it a diner? Anyway, they're turning that thing into some sort of hula nonsense, and if they don't make it a successful thing, then Tony loses his job. But apparently the only solution to make this successful is for California Dreams to play there. But California Dreams also needs to play at the wedding, and I've just realised this episode doesn't have a B plot or a C plot. It's 99% A plot, and they're just circling the drain with rollerblades on.
Guys, this is getting way out of hand. Now, one of you has got to be the mature one and give up a gig.
Yeah, you're right. One of us should be big enough to give up his gig.
I agree.
You do it.
Yes, I won.
All right, but it was close. Be a good sport and at least admit that, Tiff.
I won, you lost. I won, you lost.
Who cares who lost? Sharky came home early. Now we have to choose between the luau and the wedding.
Why can't we just play both?
Play both? It's a great idea. We'll play a set, take a break, and move up the beach.
Wait, what about traffic? It'll take at least 15 minutes to get to the yacht club from Sharky's.
Not if we use the bike path.
Yeah, it only takes 2 minutes on roller skates.
It's still a bad idea. It just won't work.
Why not, Tony?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why
I mean, why not?
Because I can't roller skate, okay?
Okay, the fact no one suggested playing both gigs before now is insane, but also, does everyone know how to roller skate? I don't know how to roller skate. Are you all laughing at me? I feel so fragile right now. Anyway, there's a hitch in the plan when Tony's boss turns out to be a guest at the wedding, because of course he is. And if he sees the Dreams are playing, then he'll know they're not at the diner, which does beg the question, who's actually looking after that place? Or did they just close it? I'm very confused about this episode. It's real Ocean's 11 stuff. Blink and you'll miss it.
You seen the dessert table outside? It's huge.
Oh, really? Maybe I ought to go check that out. Purely from a professional perspective.
Oh, of course, of course.
I felt so cramped in that stupid go-kart, I felt like John Candy in a Miata.
Hello, everyone. We are the California Roller Dreamers. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 3. All right. Thanks a lot. We'll be right back after this break. Okay, let's do it. 1, 1, 1, 1.
When it's cold outside and I close my eyes, I wanna be you. And I can't let go, it's in the hot hour. Then you'll always dreams you.
Nobody likes audience interaction. This isn't Cats. Leave the poor guests alone and sing your stupid fucking song.
Tell me, can we, baby? And now we'll believe it. And now we'll believe it. Don't matter. Don't matter. Don't matter.
There's still 2 more pieces of cake you can eat.
How on earth did she keep him distracted throughout the entirety of 2 gigs plus travel? Honestly, time moves differently in the California Dreams world. Regardless, it was a good excuse to fill the last third of this episode with music so you don't need to write any more script. Basically, nothing happens at the end of the episode. They just get away with everything without consequence. I feel like this is the end to every episode so far.
This is great. This is awesome. This is perfect. This is terrible.
Episode 5, and Brent Core has songwriter's block, which I find difficult to believe because they seem to fall out of his genius mind like slurry. But enough of all that, Tony wants to prowl.
Afternoon, Jasmine. You are as fine as wine. And if I had a glass, I would drink a toast to your beauty.
Well, you better take your smooth-talking, wine-drinking, desperate for a date face and get out of my behind.
The girls decide to have a slumber party, and our 2 favourite future offenders are pitching tents at the very words. The girls do absolutely nothing worth mentioning at said slumber party, so switch to the boys.
Hey, man. Sorry, man. Did I blow your costume?
Oh, boys!
Sly, man, you can't go around looking in girls' windows. That's what peepholes are for. Where is it?
There is no peephole. I don't spy on my sister.
The episode just got even weirder. The boys convince Dennis to help them, and he scares them out of the bedroom, which gets Brent Core absolutely fuming.
What's it about? Maybe I can help.
Okay, it's about a guy who moves to the beach from the Midwest. But he doesn't fit in. He can't swim, he can't surf.
Can he play volleyball?
Huh?
Well, if he can play volleyball, he can meet new people and forge new friendships.
That might work. You want to try writing some lyrics?
Really? I'd love to.
Tony is back to striking out.
Ladies, I didn't know you were. And Jasmine, what a pleasant surprise.
What are you doing here, Tony?
Well, I was just helping Matt out with his new song. Well, what do you think of this, Jasmine?
Let's fuck!
Nice try, Tony.
I can't believe Sly's not here. He's like a dog, always under my feet.
Tony must really like you. I have never seen him that persistent.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely think he's cute, but what bothers me is that he's never real, you know? He's always got some lame come-on line.
Shh. Did you guys hear something?
No.
Yeah, I guess it was nothing.
If a guy wrote me love poems, I'd know he was my dream man.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, I know exactly what my dream man would be like.
Ooh, do tell.
Okay. He's handsome and honest, loves French food, fine art, and foreign films. And the first time I see him, he'll be wearing an Italian suit and a silk tie.
Oh, yeah.
He sounds like a fucking wanker.
Are you serious? You finished the lyrics already? That's great.
I think you're really gonna love it. It's called Tommy Can't Swim.
Okay, let's do it.
Tommy came from the hills of Iowa to live on the beach in sunny LA. He knew how to farm and how to breed cattle, but when it came to swimming, he couldn't doggy paddle. Tommy can't swim, Tommy can't surf.
I mean, he's given her this look, but she's only working with the shit subject matter you gave her, Brent Core. Meanwhile, Sly puts his plan into action.
Sly? Is that really you?
You're looking at the new, honest, sensitive Sylvester Winkle. It took me forever to find you, but now that I have, I'll never let you go.
What's going on? This is a joke, right?
I assure you, Jennifer, this is no joke. I shed my cocoon of adolescence and spread wide my wings of manhood.
Oh, man.
I'll let you get back to practice. I just wanted to give you the flowers. Besides, I have to drive my mother's church group to the Museum of Fine Arts.
Are you okay, Jenny? You are awfully quiet.
I've been feeling weird ever since practice. I'm actually thinking about Sly as a guy.
But you hate Sly.
I know, but I might like him.
How the fuck does this even work? This woman must have poo brain.
You're incredible. First dinner, then a foreign film with subtitles?
A porn film with subtitles? Man, this guy is classy.
Jenny, you're humming.
Am I? I guess I'm just happy.
Why?
Does a person need a reason to be happy?
A person? No. You? Yes.
Matt, I know this is hard to believe, but I think Sly might be the man of my dreams. I know it's weird, but he knows my inner thoughts without my having to tell him.
Listen to her. My inner thought. She literally just described a GQ magazine cover as her dream man, and all it took was putting on a suit, buying one meal, and sticking a film on with subtitles for her to suddenly change years of feeling towards this man.
All right, Jenny.
This kid has terrible stage presence. This is probably the third time I've seen him look off stage to check his timing before he starts yapping like a chihuahua. He does it in the very first episode.
But Dad, I thought you wanted me to take an interest in reading. Oh, well, guess I'll just become a terrorist.
Take this lad's equity card and rip it up. Anyway, he's about to ruin Jen's sexy hallucination.
Well, Sly promised me $5 to get you out of the room so he could hide under your bed.
Sly under my bed? He's a dead man.
My desirable man.
What? Haven't you been listening to me?
No. I got my own problems. And no matter what I say, no matter how cute I am, Jasmine still treats me like the invisible brother.
Maybe she just doesn't like you. You know, it's okay if one girl in the world doesn't fall head over heels in love with you.
It is? Excuse me, Jasmine?
You just don't give up, do you?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. It has come to my attention that for some reason you are just not attracted to me. I apologize for bothering you.
Tony, wait.
Hey, what was that for?
Because, Mr. Wicks, that was the first time you didn't use a line on me.
Okay, one, why would you ever go up to someone and say this? But two, every woman in this show is essentially a vapid mess who acts like no woman that has ever existed. And speaking of which, it's time for Tiffany's stupid, dumb song about nothing to get stomped on.
Look, Tiffany, I have to be honest with you. I wasn't 100% in love with your lyrics.
Well, what did you think? Good?
That's not exactly the word I was looking for. They were...
Bad?
That's the word.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry, Tiff.
You know what really hurts is that you didn't trust our friendship enough to tell me the truth.
I know, you're right, and I'm sorry.
Okay, I forgive you.
Well, glad to see that worked out. What a fantastic episode this is turning out to be. And now, because the women in this show have a three-way switch that flips between sex on, sex off, and subterfuge, it's time for Sly to get his comeuppance.
Not yet. This isn't the time.
It's gonna be soon, right?
But first sit. Let's have something to drink.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It slipped.
No problem. It's my father's shirt. I'll just slip it back in his closet and he'll never know.
Good. I'll get the soup.
Good.
This is a good time to ask. How old are these kids meant to be? They look early 20s. They don't seem to go to school. But Brent Core was dating Randy Joe, who had just turned 16. So are they meant to be 16? I think they're meant to be 16. Or, as California Dreams doesn't seem to understand the passage of time, maybe they're all just locked into the same age forever and ever, apart from Randy Joe, who has just turned 16, and is dating a 45-year-old man called Brent Core. Regardless, the episode ends when this lass tries to hit Sly with a bat, but as she's a stupid girl, and all she thinks about is sex or shopping or slumber parties, she doesn't know how to hold the bat properly, and Sly gets away with merely a light bruising. Next episode. This episode starts off with Tony being a big wobblehead and fucking up every single order he's taken, which means his job is on the line.
Tony, no one ordered cheeseburgers.
And I only wanted water.
Well, hush up and eat it anyway. If Sharky finds out I messed up another order, I'm dead.
Good, straight to B-plot antics. Meanwhile, Sly is trying to sell the California Dreams to diner owner Sharky.
Burgers selling like hotcakes. Cash registers overflowing because you hired the Dreams to play here every week. What do you say?
I say no. No. Never!
Is that the A-plot, or is that still the B-plot? No, wait, I think the A-plot is that they used to have a big fat friend, and Sister Girl keeps referring to him as fat.
Shouldn't Baby Shamu be here by now?
Which Blonde Girl says isn't very nice, but then he walks into the diner and he isn't big and fat anymore. He looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme, so that's definitely the A-plot.
Teddy, you remember my sister Jenny? Oh, yeah. And this is our friend Tiffany.
Hi. It's not Teddy anymore. Just call me Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Yep, most definitely the A-plot. This is going to be a girls falling out over a boy episode.
Hey, remember this?
Oh, man, the Cabin 7 salute.
Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute.
I think we can do better than that.
Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute. Tuba, trumpet, oboe, flute. No girls allowed unless they're cute.
So cool.
Do you really think so?
Him, not you.
If people were this obvious that they fancied someone all the time, I think the entire world would explode. As subtle as a bone saw to the face. Anyway, Jean-Claude Van Cheeseburger has offered to take Jenny out, so what do we reckon? Is it a revenge date? Is he going to be a dickhead to her because she used to make fun of his fatness to teach her a lesson? Yes.
So, Ted, are you all moved in yet?
Oh, just about. Things have been kind of crazed.
Oh, well, you really ought to relax. Why don't you go see a good movie? Oops.
Hey, the Portrait of a Rocker's playing.
Where?
Oh, it's right here, circled in red, double underlined. I've wanted to see this for a while.
Me too. And would you look at that? The movie theater is right by my house.
Oh, well, if you're not too busy, why don't we go together tomorrow night?
I'd love to.
Okay.
I'll meet you at Sharky's at 7. Well, I better go find Jenny.
This time it might be a good idea to try her room. Ted, That is so uncool. You just asked out both Tiffany and Jenny.
Oh, listen to you, Brent Core. You're with Randy Bob 1 minute, then Specky Susan the next, and then back with Leg Over Lisa the following afternoon. You make me sick, Brent Core. You're a devil in a sleeveless shirt.
If you would just write down the orders, then Sharky won't fire you.
You don't understand, Tiffany. I am bound by the Tony Wicks rules of cool. Rule number 1, you never wear a hat with clapping hands. Rule number 2, you never listen to New Kids on the Block. Rule number 3, you never do what your boss tells you to unless you're getting a raise.
Well, if you don't want to write it down, at least improve your memory.
I could do that?
This B-plot is going nowhere fast, but Sly has got them a gig at the cafe, so I'm sure that'll cause issues. Now it's time for the girls to fall out over a boy, as was foretold in the sitcom manuscript.
Ted? You have a date with Ted? We had a deal.
Yeah, but he asked me out.
Yeah, well, he asked me out too. I knew I couldn't trust you.
Trust?
Yeah, trust. That's a word you should look up in the dictionary.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty funny coming from a backstabber like you.
Hey, whoa, ladies, cool your jets, okay?
This is between me and her, so butt out.
What now?
Well, I'm keeping my date.
Fine, well, I'm keeping mine too, and we'll just let Ted decide who's more fun.
Fine.
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 Excuse me, are you Tiffany Smith?
Yeah?
You've got a phone call.
I'll be right back.
Is this seat taken?
Jenny.
Ted! Oh, what a small world. Are you here by yourself?
Actually, I'm on a date with Tiffany. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all.
While hijinks continue to ensue endlessly, I'm trying to work out if he looks more like Jean-Claude Van Damme or Tom Cruise. He's kind of managed to merge both of their faces into one, but more importantly, why is this cinema so bright? What are they watching, a film about the sun?
Can't believe I'm on a date with Jenny Garrison. I always thought you hated me at camp.
Hated you? No way. I actually had a crush on you.
What about those names you used to call me?
Oh, those were just affectionate little nicknames.
Blubberbutt.
Oh, yeah, there was that.
Blimpo the Wonder Boy.
See, this is definitely going to be a revenge date situation. Although, saying that, I don't see how the blonde girl fits into it. Actually, you know what? I've no longer got any idea what's going on, and I've been struggling to care ever since Sly turned up wearing a pimp jacket over a t-shirt. It just makes me feel sad inside.
It's the negative energy a certain member of this group gives out trying to make other members look bad.
Tiffany, you don't need my help to look bad.
Right. And that's why you snuck into the movie theater and lied about my father.
Well, at least I would never stick a disgusting slime like Sly on someone.
Hey, I'm sitting here!
Guys, cut it out. You can't be in a group and fight like this.
He's right.
Sure is. I quit!
Once a bloody week this band split up. It's look at they also managed to get back together in time for the gig every single week as well. They play very fast and loose with their resolutions in California Dreamstown. Brent Core begs the girls to make up, and they do until Jean-Claude Van Cruz comes waltzing back in and their vaginas start getting all knotted again. I told you, these women have a three-way switch and it's currently set to vibrate whenever this man walks in the room. Not an inch of dignity between them.
Please, Ted, for the sake of all that's good and fair in this world, choose one girl.
Just one?
Yes, just one.
But I can't. They're both so beautiful.
Pick.
Okay, I'll pick. I need to sleep on it. I'll tell you tomorrow. Bye.
Would you tell Tiffany she's acting like a child? It was my plug first!
Why don't you just use the same amp you always use?
Hey, what's with the old picture?
Isn't that the first time we played together? Oh, look, that was before Jenny cut her hair.
I get it. Mr. Psychology here thinks this picture's gonna get us to quit fighting.
Brent Corey's very lucky that literally any plan anyone comes up with always works without fail.
Oh, Sharky, check it out. Without writing it down, they want a double cheeseburger with extra onions, whole with the mustard, large fries, light salt, BLT with mayo on the side, a strawberry milkshake with 3 scoops, not 2.
Whoa! Do you eat a lot of fish?
Yes, even plans in the B plot. The B plot that was so out of sync with the A plot, the resolution was just this joke.
You're not working tonight.
You forgot to check the schedule. Well, all right, let's hear you righteous babes and dudes give it up for California Dreams. Let's do it. 1.
Hey, what the fuck? Ooh.
You guys sounded great.
Thanks.
And I want you to know that it was a tough decision, but taking the winner to,
Sting.
He's clearly doing a revenge thing.
If we let him choose one of us, it might be something the other one may never get over. I don't want to know.
Yeah, his choosing could ruin our friendship forever.
New earrings you can wear for the concert, they'll look great on you.
What just happened?
You know, Teddy, you were much nicer when you were fat. Let me buy you a milkshake.
Wait, that was it? It wasn't a revenge thing. It was literally just a story about how a guy used to be fat, and now he's not fat, but he's a massive cunt. Well, California Dreams, you've done it again. Episode 7 of 13, and so far not a single consequence has been doled out to any of these monsters and morons. So I doubt things are going to change at the halfway point, are they? The gang are all at a party doing a gig, and Tony pulls a lass, and then he wants to show off to the lass in question, so he begs Brent Core to sing his horrible song.
We never finish a gig with Rain.
I want to play Rain, I want to play Rain, I want to play Rain, I want to play Rain.
Okay.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, kick it.
Hold on, Tony, who the fuck's drumming? You absolute fraud. Smite him, God. Thanks, God. Anyway, I think this is the A plot for today's episode. Tony's got a new girlfriend, and I get the feeling this is going to be one of those episodes where the parents don't approve of the boyfriend, either because of his race, or his class, or his fraudulent drumming career.
Let me tell you the Tony Weeks do's and don'ts of dating. Number 1, don't call your date by your ex-girlfriend's name. Number 2, do pay for your woman, even if it means working your butt to the bone.
And 3, don't be a dummy. If your date's dad is loaded, then let her pay.
Yeah, I guess we could add that to the list.
So, is there a rule about kissing?
But of course, that's rule number 4. Do kiss. All right, boys and girls, let's hear the song that's gonna make Uncle Slappy happy, huh?
Is he talking about his penis?
If you're sweltering in the desert, tongue is bloated from thirst, drink Uncle Slappy's root beer, 'cause dying would be worse.
Okay, I think I've missed something. I've been watching California Dreams for over 3 hours at this point. All of the plots are blending into one. I think they're trying to make a jingle for a commercial. I have no idea when this happened or why it happened, but apparently it's the B plot, and it's already started without us. Anyway, Tony is about to meet his girlfriend's dad. Let's try and weed out the issues.
Oh, hi, Kimberly.
Hi. This is Tony. So finally, this is the Tony I've been hearing about.
Kimberly hasn't stopped talking about you for days.
That was good, Mr. Blanchard.
That wasn't a joke, no.
Oh.
Well, the parents don't seem obviously racist. That's a good sign. It's got to be a money thing then, or a class thing, or the fake drummer thing.
That was the most delicious delectate treat I have ever sampled.
What?
That means that he enjoyed the meal.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I need to go to the ladies' room.
Oh, I'll go too. I need to freshen up.
You see, that's women's code for let's go talk about the guys. Oh.
Here we go.
So, Tony, Kimberly told me about that amplifier that blew up in your ear. Are you all right?
Oh, occupational hazard. Rock and roll's a very tough business.
I tell you what, I'd like to help you out. Let me buy you a new amp. What would $1,000 cover it?
What? Yeah, definitely. But why?
Because I want you to do something for me.
Ken, Kenny, Kenneth, you name it, you got it.
Stop dating Kimberly.
It was the racism thing. I really should learn to stick with the most obvious predictions. That's what we've come to expect from California Dreams. But the important question is how this gets resolved. Presumably he stays with the girl by the end of the episode, even though we'll literally never see her again after this. But surely something must happen to the dad that causes him to realise racism is bad. I need to think about this before I make any further hasty predictions.
Well, don't be surprised, Tony. A lot of people pretend to be open-minded until they have to deal with someone who's different.
What about you, Mr. Garrison? Would you have a problem if I started dating Jenny?
No, you, I wouldn't mind. But if it were Sly, put a fence around my house, get a guard dog.
Why, because I'm Italian?
Absolutely.
Here's the deal.
Your dad is a moron!
My father is the least prejudiced person I know.
Okay, maybe he doesn't end up with the girl at the end. Maybe she just realises that her dad is actually a big fat racist, and then that's just the end. Because that would be about as anticlimactic and pointless as California Dreams is able to muster. Right, I'm slapping that prediction down. That's what I'm going with. If I'm right, you owe me a tenner. Anyway, I would say back to the B plot, but there is genuinely nothing happening there. So back to a spot of racism instead.
Whoa! It's a Sonic Blaster amp. This baby's worth at least $1,000.
No, it's great, but who sent it? Kimberly's dad. I don't believe that guy. He must think that I broke up with her. He thinks he bought me off.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell him what he can do with his amp.
Does this family live at this restaurant? How did Tony even know they were going to be there?
Tony, I told you that I didn't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, well, tell your father because he thinks I'm the one who broke it off. He even sent me this amp here to seal the deal.
Daddy?
It's not that simple.
Daddy, how could you?
It's not that simple.
Yeah, people like you make it even tougher.
It's not that simple.
How would you know? You can't see past my skin. Just like you can't see me and Kimberly as a guy dating a girl, only as a black guy dating your white daughter.
It's not that simple.
You think you're better than me because you're white. Well, you're not.
It's not that.
Ha! You don't know Uncle Slappy. He's a very serious businessman and he doesn't like to kid around. Ta-da!
What in the living fuck is going on in this B-plot? All of this racism is making me miss some vitally important subplotting.
We got a great jingle for you. You're gonna love it. Girls?
Here's the money.
Here's the lyrics.
Oh. Hey.
Let's go get that amp, huh?
Right! Hey, Tony. Tony, did you find Kimberly's dad?
Oh, yeah. I gave that quasi-liberal, two-faced bigot but his amp back and told him a few things on the side.
Well, did it make you feel better?
I thought it would, but it didn't.
Oh, for God's sake, Tony, it's not all about you. What about Uncle Slappy? Who the fuck is Uncle Slappy?
You were right about my father. I just don't know what to do. I miss you.
Well, if you really mean that, then you need to tell your dad.
I know. I've just never gone against him before. But you're right. This time I've got to say how I feel.
Now I feel better.
Well, that's racism solved.
I told my father that I wanted to keep seeing you, but he wasn't very happy about it.
Sorry, lads. Racism's back on again. Her dad's sending her to Paris, which is a very fancy way to be racist.
I don't believe this. He couldn't buy me off, so he's buying you off?
Maybe.
Don't you see? If you give in to him, you're saying that what your dad is doing is okay.
That's not fair, Tony. He's my father, and I love him. I mean, I know he's wrong, but I can't just blow him off. Maybe when I'm older, I'll be strong enough to stand up to him, but right now...
It's not that simple.
What's the matter, Tony?
What happened?
The bad guy won. Oh, man. That stinks.
What are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm never gonna accept prejudice. All I can do is try and show people that different doesn't mean bad.
You're right, Tony.
Wow, what a brave woman you are, agreeing that prejudice is bad. I'm glad she was able to take a side on this debate about whether racism is good or not, and I guess we can all be thankful that California Dreams are willing to take a stand against racism. Not to its face, of course, but afterwards, once the dust has settled, they can all sit there and shake their head and go, racism, God. That's bad, isn't it? Long after any sort of pressure to push against it has dissipated. Well done. Truly you are the MLK of Saturday morning television. And just to hammer a nail in the coffin of prejudice, California Dreams are about to perform a rap about racism, which they coincidentally just had lined up for this gig where a racism has just happened seconds before they played. This is it. California Dreams, your final chance to wipe out racism for good starts now.
Not a black or white thing, it's about the right thing. Sisters and brothers, soul has no color. Every one of us is one underneath the sun. We have begun telling everyone about love. Love, put away the loaded gun. Use imagination, we are one nation. Every boy and every girl, come on everybody, we are one.
Well, you fucked that up, but at the very least, I was sort of correct about my predictions. And perhaps me being correct is the most important thing to happen today. Sleeveless Brent Corey sat around in the diner feeling mildly dejected because he held a door open for yet another girl he's been dating and she didn't kiss him on his STD-riddled lips. This leads the gang to have a big falling out about the boys being shallow.
Hey, do what I do. As soon as you pick her up, plant a big wet one on her. This way, if she likes it, ba-boom! If not, ditch her and save your money.
What you really need is the Tony Wicks rules of romance. 1, you flatter her. 2, be sensitive to her needs. 3, when all the romantic nonsense throws off balance, go for the gold.
As much as I appreciate the advice, guys, it's not quite my style. It's a little too,
You are shallow. You don't care how a woman feels, only how she looks.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, mama, goo-goo moo. Oh, mama, goo-goo moo.
Oh, see what I mean? You have never even met that girl and you're already going gonzo.
Oh, that's it. Tip, I think it's time for us to teach these two bozos a lesson.
Yep, turns out the girls' three-way switch is set to subterfuge on this episode, and I'm not a fan of how Brent Core got away from this whole being a man whore argument scot-free, considering the entire conversation started because he struck out with his 14th girlfriend of the series.
No, you have to be pretty gullible to fall for that. Gullible. Here, I'll help.
Hi, Tiff. Whoa, who's your friend?
Jenny, gross!
Okay, well, at least we can rely on Brent Core to be weird. Hey, guess who just remembered that there's a mum character?
Mom, the spin cycle kind of interferes with the tunes.
Sorry, Matt. It's my week to do the laundry.
Yep, the whole family's in this one for once, and it sets up a rip-roaring B-plot that sees the washing machine break down. I'm not even joking. They brought Mum back specifically so she could use the washing machine.
Dennis, go get that thing with the stuff in it.
You mean the toolbox?
Good man. Men.
Excuse me, Sly. I've got to call my friend Monique.
Monique? Sounds Italian.
Poor girl. Here she is, a gorgeous supermodel, just arrived from Paris, and she's all alone because her boyfriend dumped her.
Okay, what exactly is the plan here? That they show the boys they're attracted to a girl? A girl that doesn't exist? But they technically do exist, they're just being catfished by people who are supposedly their best friends and business partners. Because as we've come to learn, no one in this show is redeemable in any way.
There she is.
Ooh la la.
Poor girl. She must still be upset about her boyfriend Pierre dumping her.
That's all right, because as soon as she meets me, she'll be walking around going, Pierre, Pierre who?
Right. And then she'll meet me, and we'll live happily ever after in the land of Winkum.
Hey guys, I'm afraid Monique is a little nervous about meeting you two at the same time.
Maybe I can help.
I just want to remind you all, this is the A-plot. This.
It's weird. Where'd they go?
I don't know. Tiffany's in the bathroom. She'll know.
Sly, wait, you can't go in there.
I'm sorry, lady. I was looking for a friend of mine. She's got long blonde hair.
There's nobody in there, you scuzz bucket. The only blonde I saw left a few minutes ago, and she had on a red wig.
Red wig?
Good God, this is a bad one. Let's see how the other guys are getting on with the washing machine.
Hi, honey. How was dance class? You look great.
I said, what's going on in here?
Oh, everything's under control. We're just rebuilding the thingamajig that's attached to the whatchamacallit.
They've been fixing a washing machine. Why are they covered head to foot in oil? I get the feeling the writers have never done a spot of manual labour in their life, and they just assume anyone who touches a spanner automatically becomes doused in car engine grease.
Ooh, good work, Dennis. That's the piece. Where'd you find it?
I pulled it from the bathtub.
Honey!
Pretty confident this is the worst episode of the series so far, and that's a really low bar to go limboing under.
Stop laughing about it. I know. Ooh la la.
The girls are finding their prank absolutely bloody hilarious, but let me just remind you of what happened. One of them dressed up in a wig, and then the other one got dressed up in a wig, and then they left, and the boys were slightly confused. That was it. I'm not entirely sure that would have required having your sides stitched back on.
Guys, we're rehearsing here. You can argue about that later, please. You're right, Matthew. Practice does come first. And I, the mature one, will leave.
Yeah, see you after my date with Monique, Sylvester.
That does it. Let's go.
What's up, man? Hey, guys.
I don't know why the girls are so concerned. It'll only be the 8th time the band has had a fight. Of course, this is all just the boys' plan to get back at the girls for their rubbish prank, but as Brentco can't help but stick his smelly finger into the A-plot pie, he now reveals that the boys are also being big fakey fakers. It's real big, boring battle of the sexes this episode that doesn't seem to be making any points about anything in particular, other than when you push a man too far, he's most likely going to snap and kill his children.
On second thought, maybe hanging is a good idea.
I don't even want to understand the context of that sentence. The fight happens and no one throws a punch, and then because Brentco just can't help but spit syphilis over someone else today, he lets the boys know that the girls were now tricking the boys who were tricking the girls because they tricked the boys. This whole plot kicked off because you were trying to get your fun-sized Brent and yet another stranger. Don't think we've forgotten that. Anyway, they accidentally knock each other out and for once sort of learn a lesson, but not through any sort of practical means. The concept just lands in their brain after they've been punched in the face.
From now on, we gotta realize that a girl's looks aren't everything. Who she is inside is important too.
Jenny, Kimberly's in the living room.
Kimberly? Isn't that hot new drum majorette?
Yeah, the blonde one. Out of my way.
Okay, well apparently no one learned anything in the A plot, and also no one learned anything in the B plot.
Well, I owe you an apology.
Run for your lives!
And I guess we learned nothing as well. So that's the end of that one. The Dreams are arguing about why they haven't had a gig recently, and Sly seems to think a new image is the solution. I would have suggested some songs that didn't suck the shiny coating off my freshly polished balls, but whatever, we'll go with your thing. Meanwhile, you'll all be pleased to know that Mum is still on set, and the B-plot is all about her slowly decaying brain.
Hi. It's so good to see you again. You look great.
Oh, so do you. You really do. Just look great.
You don't remember who I am, do you?
Of course I do. You're right. I don't remember.
It's me, Judy Webb. Judy Smith.
Oh.
Elvis had his pompadour. Slaughter had those tattoos. Marky Mark has his underwear hanging out of his pants.
This is the second New Kids on the Block reference of the series. You can't make fun of New Kids on the Block when your music sounds like this. What the fuck? I'm sorry, you just can't. You're throwing eggs at a hen house.
Know who I am?
Of course I do. You're... No, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. You're Tiffany's mother.
So presumably her mum hasn't been around for a while. Why the fuck did she just turn up after years of absence and play Guess Who with everyone? Surely explaining why you're in the Brentcore household is a good first step to reconciling with your daughter. You're not auditioning for the Riddler, love.
Sylvester, you're such a low-brained, pie-in-the-sky, gimmick-pitching sleazeball. Sometimes I want to slap your head. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you had company.
And she can keep me company anytime. Oh, I bet a woman like you has heard every line in the book. So what's one more gonna hurt?
My kingdom for a well-written character, good lord. I've seen less frotting at a dog's bar mitzvah. Anyway, time to break the news about blonde girl's blonde mum to blonde girl.
All those whose mothers ran away 10 years ago, never to be heard from again, please raise your hand. Not so fast there, Smith.
Nice, break it to her gently. Sly is still banging the drum of change, and this time he's brought in a smoke machine. But forget all of that, because the blondes are about to reunite after 10 years in someone else's kitchen for some reason. Probably because they didn't want to build another set, and they've already used the restaurant set about 15 times this series.
You're so big. Oh, Tiffany, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I left you. I'm so sorry I never called.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I meant to get in touch, but Tiffany, I was so young.
Let's just forget all that stuff. It's ancient history.
Are you sure you don't hate me? I'm so sorry.
I never hate you. You're my mom.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just glad you're back in my life now.
I thought you said you knew how to use that thing.
It seems that he knows how to use that thing a lot, to be fair. Nobody should be accusing Sly of not knowing how to use the smoke machine.
Come on, Mom. Let's go find someplace quiet where we can talk.
Yes, let's leave this other family's kitchen. Merging the A and the B plot together, Tiffany's mother is apparently a dance instructor, and they've decided the thing to get the band more gigs is to play instruments and dance, which is definitely something that isn't a stupid idea.
Now just watch what I do and follow along. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Ow, Matt, get off me!
Oh, man, give your big sock squat feet to yourself.
This is probably the worst dance tutoring I've ever seen. Time for an argument.
What's wrong, Tiff?
Nothing, I'm fine.
That's not what I saw. I think you're holding back 10 years of anger toward your mother.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, give me a break, Tiffany. The woman ditched you when you were 6.
Jenny, get off my case. My mother came back and I'm happy. So just let it lie, all right?
What do you reckon? Is the band going to split up today? Odds are pretty high.
Surprise! Happy Sweet 16!
Oh, wow. You guys really surprised me. Especially since my birthday is not until tomorrow.
Ow, Well, we did it today because you always have that special birthday dinner with your dad.
Oh, yeah. Look, Mom.
It's okay, Tiffany. I understand. I don't want to intrude on your relationship with your father.
Surprise!
A plane ticket to New York?
Well, it was a little awkward, but I had a talk with your dad, and he agreed that if you wanted to, you could come to New York and live with me for a year.
How dare you?
What?
Do you think you can just come back into my life after ignoring me for 10 years and expect me to go live with you like nothing ever happened?
Yeah, now we're talking. It's nice to see Tiffany finally getting a hard-hitting storyline after Tony hogged all the homophobia and racism ones. An unreliable mother episode is just what the writers ordered. Now, time for a change of clothes, and I'm pretty sure it goes against advertising laws to dress like this and play the music that you do.
Okay, let's do it, Scuzz Buckets. 1, 3, 5, 9.
Okay, just to be clear, I didn't actually edit that one.
Lying on the telephone.
This band has a very strict limit on the tempo for each song. Even when they're dressed as a rock band, they still only increase the BPM by 10. Talk about living life on the edge.
No, I hate the image. I was looking for a nice band.
They're not exactly guar, are they? Calm your tits, Pastor Pearl Clutcher. This all awkwardly segues into Tiffany running off to try and catch her mum before she leaves. Sadly, she doesn't make it on time, but even sadlier, her mum hasn't actually bothered to leave this time, so we get a kiss and make-up tear-jerker. The conclusion of which will most likely involve Tiffany's mum never appearing in the show ever again.
Hey, Jenny told us that you and Kevin broke up. Sorry to hear it.
Who the fuck is Kevin?
I can't believe you. The last time I broke up with a guy, I locked myself in my room and watched 30-something reruns for a month.
When have you ever had a boyfriend? Actually, that's a good point. The lads are constantly with random strangers, but the girls never seem to have had anyone on screen. They're talked about, but never shown. Anyway, Sly is pretending to be a surfer to get Babe, so Tiffany offers to teach him, which no doubt means this is an episode where Tiff and Sly catch feelings, but ultimately it ends with everything being back to the status quo where it belongs. Mark my ruddy words.
Jenny, check this out. I think it would be cool to get for the band.
The GarageBand lighting system. Blow away your competition with this pulsating extravaganza of color. You guys are joking, right?
It's a totally cool, audience-blinding, 1,000 points of light piece of wizardry.
Why not let us paint the upstairs for you? We'll do it for only $300.
This is your B plot. Mum is still here, so it's something to do with housework, because that's all Mum is good for. The gang are going to paint a room for money to buy some lights, and they beg her to pay them in advance because apparently the lighting system is that important to the Dreams aesthetic.
What's up with you two?
I gave Sly a nickname and he's embarrassed.
Don't you dare tell him.
Splashy nose.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Amazing. The two of you really are getting along.
I know, isn't it wild? We're even going to the movies tonight.
Movies? Isn't a date?
Yep.
Are you nuts? We're talking about Sly.
You can't really have a go at Tiffany when you fell in love with Sly that one time he wore a suit. It seems Sly and Tiff may actually have something in common, and I, for one, am all about their burgeoning romance.
Oh, Sly, you're crying.
Get out of here. I'm just upset about paying $7.50 for this garbage.
I think it's beautiful when a man cries.
Really? Then you should have seen me during Bambi because I was a basket case.
Boy, you and me on a date together. Who'd have believed it?
Certainly not the gang.
It's kind of like the movie. Nobody believed in us, Sly, but you took a chance.
That's because I'm crazy about you, kid. And I don't care if the whole world knows it.
Oh, Sly, kiss me.
Okay, well, that's just fucking weird. Why are you there? Leave everyone alone. Sly, Tiff, break up the band. Run away together.
I miss her already.
Aw, I guess we were wrong about you two. Congratulations.
Hey, man, congrats. Thanks. You know, I've never been happier. Tiff's the best.
Sly, I thought you were Barney, but I saw you out there this morning. I was wondering if you wanted to join me for a couple of waves.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No thanks.
Look, he's a changed man. Or not.
Sly, I'm having trouble reaching certain parts of my back. Could you rub some lotion in for me?
Just the shoulders.
Here, I'll help you.
I can't.
You're lost.
I know. This is a nightmare. I feel guilty even looking at other girls.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing. You know me. I can't not chase other girls. I'm gonna have to break up with Tiffany.
My God, they were so desperate to return to the status quo merely minutes after swerving away from it. This is the weirdest reason to break up with someone I've ever heard. He's never been successful with anyone, but apparently he misses the constant unsuccessful chase. Could they really not think of a better way to break these guys up?
I never dumped a girl before.
That's because you're always the dumpy.
Painfully true, Antoine, but it led me to a perfect solution. I'm not gonna dump Tiff. I'm gonna get her to dump me.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm sorry, babe, but I need total commitment. Oh, I'll understand fully if you want to back out.
Don't be ridiculous, Sly. I'd love to commit to this.
What? Even the part about washing, drying, and powdering my feet every Sunday?
Maybe.
Once again, the women on the show turn into a flesh-coloured doormat the second a man enters their eye line. Unfortunately for Sly, Tiff has set up a surfer ceremony thing, which I guess is a stand-in for marriage. But before all of that, Tiff has decided to sing a weird song right into Sly's face.
Let me be the one. Check it out. Done these wrong, try done these wrong, changes done these wrong, try done these wrong, changes done these wrong, try done these wrong, changes done these wrong, try done these wrong, try these wrong, done these wrong, try done these wrong, done these wrong, try done these wrong, done these wrong, done wrong.
If anyone tried this on me, I think I'd be so mortally embarrassed it would be the first recorded death by serenade. Anyway, the lighting system has turned up and it's a torch.
Bubblegum Boy Scout cereal box flashlight. Bubblegum Boy Scout cereal box flashlight. Bubblegum Boy Scout cereal box flashlight.
But don't worry, you can just return it.
Just return it.
It's non-refundable.
I'm pretty confident there's laws against this kind of thing. More importantly, though, my predictions have been 100% correct.
Sorry, Mom. We sort of threw in the towel.
Well, if you're not going to finish the job, I want my money back.
Oh, yeah. The money.
That might be a problem, Mom. We sort of already spent it on the lighting system.
I see. Well, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate it until you pay me back.
You mean take the lighting system?
You leave me no choice.
Oh, no, Miss Garrison, not the lighting system, anything but that.
Look, as a parent, you have to draw the line somewhere. Now, I hope that one day you'll all understand.
And colour me shocked, yet again, they have no consequences for their actions. This show is just the worst. Over to the surfer ceremony, Sly has now decided that he does actually want to stay with Tiffany, which probably means she's changed her mind, because how else will we status the fuck out of this quo?
Now remember, these vows are not to be taken lightly. Once you've uttered the soul-swapping vows, it's totally uncool to scope other Bettys and Tommies. Is this understood?
Definitely.
Yeah, I guess so.
Very well then. Sylvester, do you take this dudette to be your totally rad soulmate?
Cowabunga.
And Tiffany, do you take this dude to be your totally rad soulmate?
Come on, Tiff, it's bad karma to keep the guru waiting.
No, I can't do it. I have a confession to make. I've just scoped a Tommy.
There we go. Once again, every character in this show loses their absolute shit the second they meet someone with the opposite genitals. Apart from Mum, of course, who merely floats around the house doing chores, completely devoid of any genitals whatsoever. In today's episode, keep Sly away from the toilets, he's bought a video camera, and get this, Brent Core is back with Randy Joe. The third time? Really, Brent? Really, Randy Joe? What is wrong with you people?
Gather around my chirping brood and rejoice in the tidings your manager brings.
Does Sly have some kind of medicine he forgets to take?
Oh, I've got big news. I've got bigger than big. California Dreams is going to be on Video 99 TV.
Yeah, right.
Sure we are. I mean it. They're having a homemade video contest.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. The winning band gets an all-expense-paid trip to New York and goes on Video 99.
Yeah.
New York? Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Well, we haven't won yet, but thanks for believing.
Oh, believe in this. The winning band gets $10,000. $10,000?
I got everything I want to look at right here.
No, I'm not joining in today. Not for Brent Core. Not for these two.
Nikki, babe, I'm gonna make you a star.
Like, wow, I always wanted to be an astronaut. This cheesecake is delicious. Well, not as delicious as the cake we had on our honeymoon.
Ah, the Starlight Cafe. The waiter knew we were honeymooners. When we asked him how, he said,
You two have stars in your eyes and rice in your ears.
$10,000! You heard this before?
Well, let's see. I'm 16, so that would mean I've heard it, about 16 times.
Every time your anniversary comes around, you guys get all mushy.
Don't eat with your mouth full, you sweaty little goblin. Just in case you're all unsure what the B-plot is today, I think it might be Mum and Dad's sex life.
ooh. Don't wait up.
Or maybe it's Sly's video camera, or maybe they're both the same storyline. But then we've also got the Randy Joe thing and the band competition thing. Too many plot lines, and now there's another wrinkle.
And after you pay me my 10%, you'll be attacked by a herd of love-starved groupies. They'll chase you all over town, lips are puckered, and finally, in the heart-thumping climax, Matt is cornered by the Queen groupie.
Queen groupie?
Yeah, who'll be played magnificently by Nikki Dentine.
Ooh, surprise, surprise.
Sarcasm duly noted. So Matt sucks face with Nikki, which melts her powers, and thus saves the group. The end.
It's a little rough, but it might work. Yeah. Jenny, imagine seeing us on TV.
Imagine Randy Joe seeing you suck face with Nikki Dentine on TV.
It's not for real. It's just acting. She can tell the difference.
No way! You're not kissing her.
Brent Core doesn't want to do a kiss, so Sly says he'll sort it out, but instead of doing the really obvious thing and making Randy Joe the lead girl in the video that Brent Core kisses, he purposefully tells the other girl to just go ahead and kiss him on the mush. But here's the thing, right? At no point does this girl hold down Brent Core. She gently tugs him toward her, and he offers no resistance whatsoever because Brent Core is not a man to be trusted.
You lied to me. I will never trust you again.
$10,000! Sly, you idiot! I told you I didn't want to kiss her.
That's right, Brent Core, you wave that victim card around. Sly convinces Randy Joe that Brent Core is ill to try and get them back together, which... well, I'm not sure what he thought the outcome was likely to be, but it backfires, obviously. There was literally no other way this would have gone.
Well, I guess you're feeling better, bacon face. Stay away from me, you liar!
Mum and Dad have been scrabbling about in a box for their sex swing, but they come across their wedding cake topper instead, which really upsets Brent Core.
Do you two have to make such a big show of how happily in love you are?
You came into their garage, you whiny shitbag.
Does everybody in the universe have someone but me? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, but it seems like everyone's in love but me.
Ah, hey. Sounds nice. I like the sound of that. You and I still friends? Yeah, Sly.
No consequences. Just the way we like it.
Maybe I'm crazy, but it seems like everyone's in love but me.
Sly has some sort of plan involving secretly filming everyone, which makes my toilet comment from the start of this episode resonate more than the throwaway joke it was meant to be. And he convinces little Dennis to get in a bin and secretly film the band, presumably so he can show all of this to Randy Rachel and get her to forgive Brent Core? Probably? I have no idea.
You're forgetting the first commandment of success. Trust thy manager without question. Case in point, does anybody recall that certain video contest?
Oh wait, yeah, this thing. They mentioned it at the start of the video and then never mentioned it again.
And now the last finalist, hailing from Southern California. Here's California Dreams with their video, Everybody's Got Someone.
Well, who the fuck is filming this? It wasn't Dennis in the bin, was it? Unless he has one of those special Blade Runner cameras that can film around corners.
All my friends walking hand in hand, oh, it makes it tough. I can't understand why it's not us.
Okay, I declared Tony's song as the worst song, but Brent Core's just topped it. Not only is it god-awful and barely in tune, it's got the most pathetically self-absorbed chorus I've ever heard.
Everybody's got someone. Everybody's got someone. Everybody's got someone but me.
He's lamenting the fact that everyone's got a girlfriend but him, even though he had a girlfriend about 20 hours ago, a girlfriend who he's already been with twice before, and when he's not with her, he's generally orbiting around whichever girl has entered his atmosphere.
And the winner is the Riddles from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Good.
What a bummer.
I'm sorry, Matt. I thought we'd win.
No, Sly, you did great. The video was cool. Just reminded me of Randy Joe.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, maybe this will cheer you up.
Hi, Matt.
Randy Joe.
I wanted to talk to you sooner, but Sly made me wait outside.
So sue me. I got a flair for drama.
I didn't think I could trust you, Matt. That video you sent was the sweetest thing. Made me realize how much I miss you.
The video I sent?
I must have watched it 1,000 times. Oh, Matt.
No, I'm not doing it. They won't even be together in the next episode. It's no wonder the show has no continuity, because the one thing they tried to make continuous seems to exist on a completely different bloody timeline. Everyone's at the diner again, and they're currently bitching about this guy who thinks he's the Fonz.
Eric Cardinal without Karen Choate on his arm.
Well, that's no surprise, Tip. The man broke up with her yesterday.
Really? How do you know?
Well, I went out with her last night. I love chicks on the rebound.
Well, she's better off without Eric. That bum's so self-centered it makes me sick.
Coming from you, need I remind you?
Everybody's got someone but me.
Isn't it great? Well, what do you think?
I think we don't have to worry about anybody stealing it.
This thing is a piece of junk.
This thing, a piece of junk. It looks like the heaviest damage it's taken is a light dusting.
It's got new windshield wipers, a new air freshener, and that special international touch, Farfignugan.
Hey, so it's not perfect. It runs and has room for our instruments.
Hey, check out these old bumper stickers. Make war, not love, power to the bomb, ban the people. You can really sense that history.
Yeah, you can feel it too.
Wow, an old 8-track. The Partridge Family. Ugh.
Coming from you, need I remind you?
So many lyrics, we'll keep them in stores. We've even got them coming out of our pores.
Jenny, you have a van and a visitor. It's Eric. He's in the living room.
I better go with her.
Oh, no, you better stay right here and explain this.
Yeah, and it better be good.
It's the van's new wheels.
Yeah, it's the Dream Machine.
And if you think you're keeping it here, you're dreaming.
Keeping a vehicle in a garage big enough for multiple vehicles? No chance.
So much for Farfignugan.
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 Nothing, Nugan. It starts the moment you start the car.
Nothing, Nugan.
An experience that's distinctly
Nothing, Nugan.
Volkswagen.
Nothing, Nugan.
The quick acceleration,
Nothing, Nugan.
the sense of control,
Nothing, Nugan.
the car's surprising responsiveness,
Nothing, Nugan.
as if it were simply an extension of you.
Nothing, Nugan.
There is a word for this driving experience.
Nothing, Nugan.
Fahrvergnügen.
Nothing, Nugan.
Fahrvergnügen.
Nothing, Nugan.
It's what makes a car
Nothing, Nugan.
a Volkswagen.
The Fonz, who now looks like he's just stepped off a private yacht, is for some reason here to see Jenny, so I'm guessing this is an episode where she doesn't learn her lesson, gets back with him, and then the same thing happens again, at which point she finally sort of learnt a lesson-ish. At least we've actually had an on-screen boyfriend for the girls, though. Only took 12 episodes. We've literally had more incest jokes with her and her brother than in actual relationships.
Jenny, I just wanted to apologize for what I did. And I really want us to get back together.
What? Ow!
Dad!
I'm going.
I don't know what to say, Eric.
All right, well, say you'll think about it, because I really have changed. I only look in the mirror 11 times a day now.
You have changed. All right, so let's say I do believe you. Why should I give you another chance?
Because I miss you. And I still love you, Jenny.
Dad! Dad! Listen, I'm gonna have to think about this. You better go.
Oh god, I've only just realised this is an emotional episode centred on her. We've had one for pretty much everyone but Sly, and it's of no real surprise that she was last on the pecking order, because she's probably the least likeable person on the show outside her brother.
You okay?
Yeah.
Tell me why, tell me why. 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 Tell me why. Tell me why. Don't know why. Tell me why, tell me why. Don't know why. Tell me why, tell me why.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to miss practice today. Eric needs me. He got the lead in this year's school musical, Phantom of the Opera.
That's wonderful, Eric.
Thank you.
Don't you think so, guys?
Yeah, great. Right. All right, thanks. See ya.
All right, what's the deal? Why is this historical relic still here?
Because your son doesn't know how to push. This isn't a difficult problem to work out, and as a B plot, I'm extremely disappointed. A plot, it's over to you.
I should have never fallen in love with a pirate.
Well, surely you wouldn't deny this lonely buccaneer the pleasure of one kiss.
My lips are yours.
It's pretty good, huh? I wrote it.
Oh, man. He's a snake.
I think it's romantic.
That one member of the audience agrees at least. And back to the B plot. The band are now practicing in their room, which is fine because the rooms these kids have are fucking massive and can easily squeeze an entire band into them, which does beg the question on why they need the garage in the first place.
Hold it, guys. I've got too much to do tonight, and I can't grade papers with you practicing up here.
Alright, noise. Is the garage soundproof?
I'm not happy. Anybody want to guess why?
I love you, Mom. I mean it. I really, really love you.
Yeah, we all love you.
It won't work, Sly. I want the van out.
Me too. I want the van out.
Please, just
tonight.
one more day.
One more day.
God, I can't wait for this kid to be written out at the end of Series 1. Yes, that's right. He lasted one series because they realised he was the worst human to ever exist. Brent Core confronts his sister about her new boyfriend taking over her life, which causes her to get a small dose of ladies' grumpiness. And she sort of half gives up on the band. It's not quite a band splitting up scenario, but she is going to skip a gig because she's going to Fonzie's casting party. Oh no, who's going to sing that one song she sings?
Jenny, look who's here. Your brother Matt. He has something to say to you, don't you, Matt?
Yeah, look, whatever problems we're having, we shouldn't let him hurt the band. I'm willing to put my feelings aside if you will.
Right. And if I don't, then not only is Eric selfish, but then so am I.
Yes, got it in one.
You tell my brother that what I feel and who I feel it about is nobody's business but mine.
Matt, Jenny says she's sorry.
Tony, tell my sister that I'm sorry too. I'm sorry I ever came down here.
Jenny, Matt says he's sorry he ever came down here. But I'm not sorry at all.
Jesus, do these guys ever give it a rest? Their underwear must have the consistency of damp cardboard at this point.
I need to talk.
Well, can it wait? I mean, I wouldn't ask you to give up something you cared about.
But you already have. I'm missing an important gig to be here tonight.
Hey, now, if you gave it up, how important could it be? Now, I wouldn't have given up my play for you.
Eric!
No, it's the truth. And Jenny, I think you're being a little selfish. I mean, this is my cast party, and all you can think about is how you feel.
She is being very selfish.
This isn't gonna work.
What?
Look, you're a great guy.
In what way was he ever that thing? She's selfish and a moron, which seems to be the two traits everyone on this show has in common.
Oh, good. You didn't leave yet.
Jenny, what happened? Is the party over?
Yes, everyone gets very upset when a casting party ends, Tiff, you fucking selfish moron.
Are you okay? Do you want me to go beat him up?
I'll be okay. Listen, Matt, I owe you an apology. I said some really terrible things, and I'm sorry. You were right.
Well, it wasn't about being right or wrong, Jenny. I just didn't want to see you get hurt again.
Aww.
Don't say aw. Oh, why does she get shotgun? Shut up! Don't call me that! Don't cut it out! Don't!
Oh, that's the end of the episode. I don't know why I was expecting something else to happen. I should be used to this by now. Final episode it is then. It's the final episode, so something, somewhere has got to happen. And you know what? As a treat to you all for suffering through this with me, I think it's only fair that we have a proper listen to the good old theme tune.
Surf dudes with attitudes, kind of groove.
Wait, is that a flick? Is that a very small standard definition flick on the C in core? Making it a G? Of course it is. Of course it's a fucking G. Well, fuck you, Brent Core, you made-up named sleaze machine. I never trusted you, and I never will, you smelly thought bag. Right, fuck the theme tune. I'm in a bad mood now. Time to visit the Brent Cores one last time before their family unit is nuked for season 2. Something some of us are very glad about. Anyway, Dad's showing off his cultural knowledge.
I decided to open my speech with a joke. Listen to this. What's the most popular movie in Saudi Arabia?
Human rights violations.
Mum and Dad are headed out to a conference about the Middle East for some reason, and they plan to have Grandma look after the kids. But that would mean hiring another actor, so Brent Core instead convinces them that he can look after the household. I mean, you can't do much worse than Mum and Dad. What the fuck is this meal? A bread roll and a shoe?
I'm really sorry, Jenny. I'm 22 seconds late.
What the fuck's this? Night at the Roxbury?
Oh, man, they got Mr. Cyclops. Matt, I've got a plan.
Mr. Cyclops? What's the big deal?
It's great. We sneak into the cave to steal the treasure, but if Mr. Cyclops sees you, he kills you with his death ray vision.
Ooh, then what do? Shoot him with your laser beam?
Boo, boo, boo. No, you poke him in the eye. Ow, my eye. See?
Don't you have any...
Stop looking at the camera!
I have just booked the dream
to play at one of Jake DeMonico's floating parties.
All right! What's a floating party?
It's a secret party that floats from location to location each week, and it's very exclusive.
This is great, Sly. When is it?
It's tomorrow night in Malibu, and I am stoked. Jake only invites the coolest of the cool.
All right! Sly, this is fantastic. If we do well in front of that kind of crowd, I mean, it could lead to a lot more gigs.
All right!
Now let's go practice. Yes.
Ow! My eye!
Wait a minute.
Okay, predictions time. Brent Corey's going to take his stupid brother to the stupid gig and he'll be kidnapped, murdered, and his kidneys sold on the black market. Presumably this is the easiest way to write him out of the show. I'm laying a tenner on it.
Good news, Garrison. I got Jake to move the party.
That's great. When is it?
Oh, it's still tomorrow night, but I just floated it to a closer location.
Closer? How close are we talking, Sly?
We're standing in it.
Okay, no, I was never going to guess that because it's incredibly stupid. Swapping a party from Malibu to some random dude's house.
Come on, guys. We gotta impress Jake. Tiffany, Jenny, go lose those foo-foo knickknacks. And, Tony, you're the doorman.
I don't do doors.
Fine, then I'll get first crack at the ladies as they arrive.
In that case, good evening, ladies. I'm Tony Wicks, and I'll be tending to all your door opening needs.
Check that punch for roofies, that's all I can say.
Jenny, are you okay?
What? No. What time is it? Adam's got me totally wigged out. If he doesn't lighten up with his schedule stuff, I'm gonna scream.
Well, maybe when he gets here, you could do something to rattle him.
Like what?
I don't know. Spill your punch on him. I bet that's not on the schedule.
No. Knowing him, he's probably got a spare shirt in the car.
Hey, password. Oh, you're him, aren't you? You're Jake. Hey, everybody, this is Jake.
Cool.
Well, to Adam, exactly 29 minutes is fashionably late. 3, 2, 1.
Is this the B plot? Who even is that guy she's with? She was just with someone else in the last episode. She moved on from that pretty fucking quick. I love the way they tried to give the final scene in that episode some sort of emotional resonance, and then the very next episode she's banging Will Ferrell. They really Randy Joe'd the continuity out of that, didn't they?
First flattery, and then we dance, and then we mingle.
Great, then we'll kids, get married, buy a house, have kids, then die.
You're forgetting college.
Punch, Jenny?
Thank you. Oh, clumsy, unpredictable me.
Not to worry. I've got a spare shirt in the car.
That's it, Adam. I can't take it anymore. Why can't you ever just loosen up and be spontaneous?
Surely you knew he was like this before you got together. He doesn't exactly hide his blatant OCD. Stop trying to change the man.
Matt, do something. You're so uncool.
It's Betty Bye time.
Is not.
It's 2. Now, come on, get into your jammies and I'll tuck you in.
Cut it out, Matt.
Okay, but then I'm not gonna chase those big, scary monsters from your closet.
Why would everyone in the room find that funny? He's literally bullying a 6-year-old, and granted, it's a 6-year-old that deserves to be bullied, but do it on your own time, Brent Core. It's time to play some more Toothless music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
check on Dennis, make sure he's not still upset.
Okay, well, Dennis is obviously going to have run away at this point, which is going to mean an especially quick turnaround because there's only 5 minutes of the episode left, and so far there have been literally 0 stakes.
Guys, this is terrible.
What are you talking about? Jake loved us.
No, forget Jake. Dennis is gone.
Oh golly, who could have guessed? Gee whiz.
Well, he's not in his room.
I'm sorry, Tiff. I should have warned you. Dennis likes to booby trap his stuff.
Oh, it's no big deal. I got out of the way just in time.
You should see what he does to his treehouse.
Now you tell us.
Yeah. Oh, that booby trapping midget Rambo better hope I'm not the one who finds him.
Yeah, yeah.
Any luck? Nope. And we may as well stop looking around here. His bicycle's gone.
Maybe call the police?
No, that means he could be miles from here.
I can just see it now. His little legs pedaling, tears streaming down his boyish cheeks as he cries his way to the harbor and sails off to sea.
Maybe call the police?
Well, there's only one thing to do.
What's she doing, man?
Cleaning. She does that every time she gets upset.
Maybe call the police?
He was at the party. Hey, maybe little Bambino got lucky.
Oh, never mind, they got lucky. He's playing Mr. Cyclops and not having sex with a woman like Sly suggested. Seriously, the writers for this show need fired out of a cannon.
Come on, Dennis. Sometimes you can be a real pain in the butt, too.
You're always a pain in the butt. You don't care about me.
Dennis, that's not true.
It's true. You always told me to get lost. I wish you weren't my brother.
Your dreams come. Stop looking at the camera!
I want you to have this.
You're Nolan Ryan doll.
If you're wondering how quickly that situation was resolved, the stakes were discovered at precisely 15 minutes and 15 seconds into the episode. Brent Core found Dennis at 16 minutes and 50 seconds, and they hugged at 18 minutes and 4 seconds. It took 2 minutes and 49 seconds to resolve today's stakes. That's a record I'm unsure they're ever going to beat. Bravo, California Dreams, you piece of fucking shit. Mum and Dad come home early, and the gang cover for Brent Core and Dennis until Brent Core just ruins it with his giant idiot mouth.
Hey, guys, we found him.
Matt?
And Dennis? I thought you were sleeping.
They were. I mean, they are. They're sleepwalking.
Yeah. I found them roaming around in the backyard.
Good try, guys. All right, Matthew, what's going on here?
Dad, Dennis and I were...
At the movies.
Yeah, he took me to see Mr. Cyclops.
Yeah. You know, some quality time, brothers bonding.
Bonding.
Oh, so you're recovering for him, huh?
Yeah.
It's good to see you and your brother getting along there.
But next time, do it at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Come on, Dennis, let's get you to bed.
Consequences? Not A1. The classic way to end an episode. Unless...
Hi, Jenny.
Now what? Adam, what are you doing here?
Being spontaneous, I thought about what you said at your party tonight.
Party?
What party?
Are you kidding? You threw a punch on me in front of 50 people in the living room.
We did it! This guy did it, specifically. My favourite new character. The final episode of Series 1, and the kids have received a light grounding for being massive shits for roughly 260 minutes of my life that I'll never get back. And so, what have we learnt from all of this? Is it that humans can simultaneously be 15 and 25 at any given point? Is it story structure and continuity that doesn't matter in the slightest? Is it that no matter how many times a band breaks up, they can still reform within an hour to create mediocre music together? Do we learn about racism? Or homophobia? Or about how a mum can abandon her daughter, come back, then go away forever again and everything will be fine because her dad, who we never see, will still be there for her? No. We learned none of these things. We learned nothing. The only thing we have added to our brains is that this guy is called Brent Gore, not Brent Core, and almost as importantly, that Peter Tork from the Monkees cameoed as a surf guru in this one episode a while back, and I didn't mention it at the time, so now you get to see how many people have already rushed to the comments to point it out, and we can all laugh and say, "Ha! You fool! You've made a mockery of yourself and your family!" Anyway, that's California Dreams. What a pile of shit.